Hi guys, this is Tuesday with Cheeky Studio and I have some new products to share with you. I usually come up with one or two designs every month and send those to my design team girls, and I really like to have something that's a little more whimsy and something that is more watercolor. So you have choices, right? So this was something that was suggested to me, and you know, I do listen to your suggestions. So I had a lot of requests for video games, gamers for boys and for girls. Usually if I make a boy set, I make a girl set, or I mix the two. In this case, I assumed that just mixing the two would be fine. So there are little boys and little girls in here. And this star does not want to come out of the package, so I'm going to leave it in. But this is called Game On. And we'll just pull a few pieces out here. Let's see, how can I do this? Okay, we'll do it like this. So this is full of stars and boys and girls playing video games, game controllers. Of course, you can see there's a different size here, so I have a tendency to make 2 or 3 different sizes of one thing just so you have a variety. There is some little Mario type mushrooms and some more stars. And here is one of the little boys playing video games. And see, they have the little controller in their hand. So let's see what else we have. Here's another type of controller. And another little girl. And a different color mushroom. There's a little boy and another type of controller, and there are some labels and just fun little signs. Now, I had to look this up. I'd never heard of this before, but apparently a noob is a newbie, like a person that's new at playing. So apparently this is a very common saying in the gamer world, and I ran it past my kids because I was like, is that kind of rude? And and they said, no mom, that's very common. So then a few more labels, some smaller stars, another little boy, and a smaller mushroom. There's a bigger mushroom, another little boy. So I tried to make, you know, a boy with red hair, brown hair, black hair, you know, just different. Same thing with the girls. I mean, because, I don't know, everybody's kids are different. So I thought that'd be fun to have some options. There are some more stars, more controllers, so you get the idea. My daughter's boyfriend likes to wear these little headphones or headset and talk to other people while he plays online. So I thought that was appropriate. So yeah, I was a teenager in the 80s, so I kind of like the idea of the 80s style, and I kind of went with that. A little girl power in there. Another little girl, some different colored mushrooms, another type of controller. So you get the idea. Almost done here. Let's see. More stars, another label, and I like my little happy star there. So yeah, I like how this turned out, and I hope you do too. And then I did pick some things. I usually go through and try to match other things in the shop. So the Colorings No Yoking works perfectly with this collection. It's a non-shimmery product, and these are just a perfect match with the yellows. And then I also have a mix of sequins that I made a while back called Sunny Side Up. I was actually doing a live stream and was mixing some samples and trying to come up with something, and this matches that yellow and kind of the orange of the hair and some of the controllers and stuff too. So the Sunny Side Up works perfectly, the No Yoking works perfectly. So if you want to add some things to the ephemera, I thought that would be good. So just some suggestions for you. We're going to put this to the side, and I'm going to show you my next collection that's available, and it is the opposite end of the spectrum. It's more of my watercolor type of design work, and so we'll move on to that one. But just a reminder, this is called Game. I put so much in there it's hard to see the label sometimes, but it's called Game On. And there's probably there's at least 50 or 60 pieces. Typically there's 50 to 60 pieces in my sets. So, and these do retail for $4.99. So that is that set. This one is, you know, I do the requests for the more whimsical stuff for kids and stuff, but I love the watercolors. They're my favorites, but you know, I like a variety, so I didn't want my entire shop to just be watercolor ephemera. So I try to give you variety. And of course I have this one that doesn't want to come out. I always have one and the bottom doesn't want to come out. So this is called Midnight Florals. And I know navy is super, super popular, navies and purples. So I wanted to make something that was, you know, along those lines. And this is a very different color scheme than what I've been doing, like compared to the pink and creams or the winter flowers. This one is a darker, richer color set. And so that is why I named it Midnight Florals. But there are feathers and florals, bouquets. There's nice watercolored flowers and leaves. Of course, they do come in different sizes. There is a rose and another size of the flower. And I did make some labels, so I wanted to switch this up a little bit and add not just florals, but like if you wanted some labels and things, we'll get to that. This is one of the larger pieces that, you know, I like to make the clusters and have you a large piece where the work's already done for you. It's just lay and ready to go. I mean, stick and commit. So you don't have to build up pieces, or you can use some of the smaller pieces and build up. So you have options there, because that's how I like to scrapbook. So I try to give you that choice as well. So here are some other little flowers that are included. This is more of a rose, and it comes in different sizes as well. Here's another one of those floral pieces. Now this is another type of rose, but it's in a lighter color. So just a bunch of lovely florals and feathers. You know, I can't resist feathers. They just add such a soft beauty to my collections. This is more of a tulip. And I do love how the color scheme came out on this. And then here comes some of these labels I talked about. So this was kind of my starting point, and that's usually, you know, I kind of go through my colors and starting point that way. And so I thought this was appropriate to include. There is a label and another label. Let's see, here's another one of those feathers. It's a different feather. and some more labels. And some more flowers. These are 2x2. That is 2 inch in circumference, so gives you a little bit idea of the size. I like 2x2s. They just seem to work very well for me on a 12x12. And then more feathers, more flowers. Now, because I'm from Texas and because Bab has a huge longhorn in his office, man cave, whatever you want to call it, I thought this would be a nice touch. So you do get a longhorn and some more feathers and leaves, feathers and florals. So yeah, I really like how these came out. Every time I make a floral set, I think, this is my favorite one. And then I make another one and I'm like, no, this is my favorite one. So, and florals seem to be what people like most. So this is the flare that goes with, come on camera, the flare that goes with, there you go. Now it's nice and bright. So you do have one of those floral pieces, or 2 of them, and then I'm going to show you something else that matches this, and it has, I don't know if you can see, but it's got the little florals inside the stripes. So that is the flare. So the ephemera retails for $4.99, the flare retails for $4.99. Now this is something that I don't always do, but I just couldn't resist. This is the Pocket Life cards, and I'd already packaged this up, so I apologize for the noise, but I had made an extra and didn't realize it before I start mass producing. So I thought it'd be perfect to use to share with you. So here, let me move these to the side. And again, these are called Midnight Florals. Just gonna gather this up. Let's see, can I stick them in there real fast? Yeah. They're small enough. I try to make it easy. Okay. So, oh, well, I haven't even sealed this one. That's funny. Okay, so nice and sealed. So this is the Pocket Life, and I'm going to show you each card with a little more detail. These are all 4x6. I did not make any 3x4s this time because, I don't know, I just felt like doing 4x6. I want to give you options for paper, but and for Pocket Life, but I'm not really set up to do 6x6, but I am working on that. So there's those stripes with the floral prints in the background. So yeah, I do have a larger printer now, and I need to work on the actual paper. So my professional printer will do the job. I just need to figure out the paper. I've got a trip to the paper manufacturer scheduled this week, so there's one of the darker pieces with the bouquets. And then this is just a lovely black stripe. Very easy to work with. There's some of those floral elements and leaves added in with the black stripe. It's actually a dark navy. Well, this one is a black. Well, I guess it's a black, but it's got a blue hue. Let's put it that way. So there is a nice large label if you wanted to use that as your starting piece. There's another floral with all the bouquets. Now these take a lot more ink and a lot more time to design. So they are $6.99 for a set of, I believe it's 12. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, 121, Yeah, 12. I believe it's 12 because I'm working on something else that has, I'm trying to decide between 10 and 12. So usually I do 10 or 12 or 20. I don't know why my brain works that way, but it does. So this is $6.99. This is a $4.99. This is $4.99. So some things from the shop that do match perfectly. This is a Vibes Pop Art Pink, and it works beautifully with this color scheme. Also, the Vibes in Don't Rain on My Parade is a beautiful navy shimmer that works perfectly with this collection as well. So there's some suggestions for additions. Now, I know last time I did a release, it was for the Easter collection, and at the time life was just too hectic for me to come up with flare, but I did want to make a flare to go with it, so I'm going to just share that with you real quick. We also have a bunch of new bows in the shop if you like bows, but this is the flare that matches the Easter 2018 collection, and so that is ready to go as well. So that's it, guys. This is the new releases. My design team should be bringing you lots of lovely layouts with these collections. Also, I sent out some flamingo fun, so you might see some of that. That was a collection I made a few months back, but I did want to share this with you. I hope you like it, and I appreciate all of your support. And go over to the Facebook group and join us. We're doing challenges, and also we have a YouTube hop on April 28th, and I'm going to have some giveaways, and I think some of the design team girls and I will do some live streaming on the Cheeky Studio group on Facebook. And so yeah, that is it for today. I appreciate you watching, and I will talk to you later. Ta-ta for now. Bye.